Hello everybody and welcome back to another Game News Roundup. Yes, I know, I'm wearing the same shirt as the last video. Well, the chat looks the same. Yeah, I know, I'm recording these back to back, but I've learned these videos seem to do better when I spread these out instead of doing a half hour to an hour long video going over the gaming news, just to do one or two pieces per video. So this one is dedicated to the Nintendo and the Nintendo Switch 2, the Switch successor. Has Nintendo finally mentioned it? Potentially, probably did. In a job listing of all places. I mean, unsurprising, but... yeah, a new Nintendo job listing for a game technologies R&D engineer / scientist at Nintendo European Research and Development, also known as NERD, which was spotted by a user on Reddit. The job listing mentions cross-generation and next-generation platforms for Nintendo. Which makes me think the next gen, I mean, you would hope so, that the Switch 2 will be backwards compatible. At this point, backwards compatible seems to be kind of a given. Like, it's a to-be-expected thing with consoles now, to be backwards compatible. The position focuses on cross-platform development, game engine architecture, network programming interactions with large code bases. The goal with the job will be to aim for and go beyond state-of-the-art solutions in these fields, targeting current and next-generation Nintendo platforms. It will be necessary to collaborate with game developers to bring new technologies to the market. Nintendo, working on its next-generation console again. It's not a surprise. Nintendo Switch launched over 6 years ago in March 2017. It typically takes Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft years to develop a video game platform, to get its specs settled out years ahead of time, get its design figured out, and get the games developed for it. You know, it takes time to do all this stuff. It's also very likely the next Nintendo console will be releasing in the next couple of years. Also should be noted, NERD, the Nintendo European Research and Development, they have been responsible for Nintendo emulating its legacy titles. So it's possible this means Nintendo plans for all the Nintendo Switch Online content for the Nintendo Switch 1 to carry over to the Switch 2, the Switch successor, whatever it'll end up being called. I've been guessing March 20... this is just my guess. I don't have any insider information, but my thinking is March 2024 will be the earliest we'll see a Switch successor. Maybe holiday 2024, and then March 2025 will probably be the latest we see a Switch successor, which would be 7 to 8 years after the launch of the Switch. I'm thinking more towards a March release like the Switch versus a holiday release. It gives Nintendo to get a boost, to get all the Nintendo fans to buy a console at launch, get a handful of good games out before the holidays, and you get a big holiday release. The Switch had Breath of the Wild at launch in March 2024, and then it had Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I realize is just a Wii U game, just with all the DLC added on. And it had Splatoon 2, as well as a couple of other smaller games. I can't remember if ARMS was of year 1 and 1-2 Switch were also the first year titles. And then obviously the big holiday release was Mario Odyssey. I could see something with the Switch 2, maybe launching with Mario Kart 9? And then having Mario Odyssey 2, or whatever the next big Mario game would be in the holidays, and then a couple smaller games in between. Or maybe having Mario Odyssey as the big launch game, and then having Mario Kart as the big holiday game. Or something like that. Maybe Pokemon, but Game Freak seems to lag behind, so I have a feeling we won't be seeing a Pokemon game until the second holiday of the Switch 2, or whatever it ends up being called. Switch 2 makes sense. Or the Super Switch. Kind of like the Super NES, you know. In alliteration, too. But, I don't know. Who knows with Nintendo? You know, I feel like they should just stick to the same Switch concept, just more powerful. That's what I feel like they should do. It's just basically the same thing as the Switch, just 7 to 8 years better specs. And for the same price, $300 to $350 launch price tag would be my thing. And they don't want to probably go too expensive. But I think $300 to $350 for the launch would probably be a good place. Also, the Switch has yet to see an actual price cut. Still $300 for the OG Switch. The original Switch. The OLED is $350 and the Lite is $200. So unless you consider the Lite as a price cut, it's still where it is. But yeah, also if you want to check out here's the job listing here. I did just make it up, see? On nerd.nintendo.com, Nintendo European Research and Development, job offer. Quickly read this if you guys want me to. The Nintendo European Research and Development, NERD, is a French subsidiary of Nintendo. We are a company of about 75 employees who share a passion for creating key software technologies and cutting-edge solutions deployed on a wide scale of homogeneous devices, working in close collaboration with counterparts in Japan and USA. We contribute to emulation, signal processing, content generation, computer vision, machine learning, system development, optimization, and security for the Switch and other Nintendo platforms. Come discover an engaging and welcoming work environment in the heart of Paris. Join our unique team in its mission to put smiles on people's faces. So yeah, the role requires our experience with C++, low-level optimization, high-performance implementation, real-time rendering, and the focus is on game engine architecture, network programming, cross-platform development. Nintendo right now is only releasing games on the Switch. They have a handful of games on the phone, but I'm going to call this cross-platform because games don't run on multiple platforms. So it makes me think, oh, wait, maybe next generation. We'll get to that in a moment. And then interactions with large code bases. The goal will be to aim for and go beyond state-of-the-art solutions in these fields, targeting current and next-generation Nintendo platforms. It will be necessary to collaborate with game developers to bring new technologies to the market. What new technologies could they be talking about, maybe, for the Switch successor? Something new added to it. Some new gimmick? The operating environments are Windows, Linux, and the Nintendo's consoles OS and SDK. Nintendo is an international company. Employees are expected to collaborate in a multicultural environment. This position is a starting point for the applicant, but does not define a limit. We strive to facilitate personal development within the company and expect our employees to learn and be able to express their full potential. So yeah, first mention of Nintendo really kind of sneaking into like next generation Nintendo platforms. Maybe we'll see soon. I don't know. But anyways, I know, short video, but hope you guys enjoy these a little bit quicker videos. Let me know if you'd rather me do a longer form videos. But otherwise, if you enjoy this, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. I am, 300 or so away, roughly, plus or minus a few subscribers. Leave a comment down below. Do you own a Switch? Are you interested in a Switch successor? Obviously, we don't know anything about it at this point. Yeah, it's in development. We don't know when it's coming out. We have a rough idea probably when it's coming out, but hopefully, the thing is, remember the Switch, there were some rumblings for a while. Nintendo announced, like, oh yeah, we have our NX project, our next generation, like, it was announced way ahead of time. Mind you, the Wii U was pretty much a failure. So Nintendo announcing it so far ahead really wasn't going to hurt Wii U sales. But, anyways, yeah, if you want to join the conversation, comments down below. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, I'll see you all next time for some more game news, game sales, and other industry information. See y'all next time.